Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Friday, June 11th. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a huge win today, and next week is set up to be absolutely crazy, and certainly in a good way. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, and most importantly, the retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It is a newer channel, and I would appreciate the support. So as always, I would like to thank each and every one of you who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you. Start with a quote. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money, by Warren Buffett. Certainly wise words after this week. Certainly relevant. Had a great day Monday. A couple flat days. Had the big sell-off yesterday. And certainly had a miraculous rebound today. So overall, roller coaster ride, a lot of emotions, ups, downs, but we certainly persevered. And as always, I have skin in the game yesterday, bleeding as most of you, or same as most of you. I'm sure you recovered as well and going to the weekend with a big smile on your face, right? So let's look at the broader market. Overall, all three major indices up. Dow was up 13 points, Nasdaq up 49 points, S&P was up 8 points. Tech had a great day, and that's very, very important for AMC and others, as well as the communication services. We tend to follow those based on ETFs and different sectors. So overall, great day, great way to end the week, and kind of a bullish outlook, I believe, based on inflation concerns being somewhat suppressed now. You know, the cat's out of the bag. We are where we are. Yesterday's CPI data certainly put a lot of nerves to rest. Let's look at crypto. Overall, pretty red day for crypto. However, Bitcoin, Doge have had a decent day. They are in the green. Certainly, Bitcoin has recovered at 1.4% at the time of this recording. So overall, just a consolidation week. Nothing too terribly bad at this point. So I wanted to pull this chart after yesterday and then certainly today. You know, those of you who have been diamond handing this, like I have, and I bought in early February, mid-February, several rounds of purchases. But I diamond handed this through what I would consider to be the days of patience or the months of patience. You know, we bounced around, up 2%, down 3%, up 5%, down, 7%. Uh, those were actually pretty lackluster, boring days. We had a lot of hype, a lot of anticipation, but we certainly didn't believe we'd still be holding AMC today, right? We probably thought most of the squeeze would have already been come and gone. But those days taught us an awful lot, I believe, especially March and April. Pretty flat months overall, especially April, until really we got into mid-May, and then we certainly started the fun times, right? This has made it worth holding AMC for all of those weeks and months, waiting for the anticipated squeeze. As you can see, we are trading at a much higher level. It is much more volatile, dare I say, fun on a daily basis versus the February, March, April time frame. But 8% in March certainly means a far different thing as 8% in June. We are now trading dollars a day instead of pennies a day. 25 cent was 50 cent up, was a good day, right? Now $5 up is a good day. So our perspective has changed. Our anticipation has changed. So again, it is worth kind of keeping this in perspective. The percentages do matter, but keep in mind where you've come from and where you are today. Congratulations to the German apes. They are certainly holding the fort. In many ways, they kind of get our day going early. early and they kind of hold up the AMC stock early on in pre-market and what have you. So congratulations. Great way to end the week at $40.29, up 11.54%. So fantastic. Congratulations. Enjoy your weekend. So let's look how AMC did here in the United States, Canada, and elsewhere on the New York Stock Exchange. So overall, fantastic day. I think pre-market kind of set the tone. We did not have the excessive sell wall set up on our way for whatever reason. We certainly had the normal, quick pop and then sell off at the opening bell. But from that point forward, we kind of consolidated around 12:30, 1 p.m. For whatever reason. We had the big run up, consolidated, and then had a secondary run up power hour. So it was a fantastic day. I was certainly not expecting this sort of day. Historically our days have been relatively flat. On Fridays, lower volume options. We're always fighting some sort of options chain battle with the whales. Let's see how we closed. We closed at $49.40, up $6.59, 15.39%. Yesterday seems like a long time ago. After hours down just a little bit. Obviously the normal profit-taking sell-off I'm thinking will be green. But certainly there will be a lot of buzz around AMC stock tonight, over the weekend. And I believe this absolutely sets us up beautifully going into next week, not only for the stock, but also the options chain. Just a fantastic way to end the week. And as always, we were the most active and the most popular, at least on Webull. And if you just look at on the left at the most active versus, who we're competing against each and every day, those are some big names, very active stocks. SNDL is usually at the top of the list. For whatever reason, it is lower today, but even on a lower volume day of 212 million, we were hugely more active than the second place stock with Cent. So again, AMC is getting all the attention right now, and we certainly know why, right? So let's look at it from a little different perspective. A little zoom out here down the 1 hour chart, bigger picture, longer time frame. You can see the last several days have kind of pressed us down on the 1 hour, but that has actually been a fantastic thing. It's pressed the RSI back into the neutral channel. We are now coming out of neutral in a very bullish direction. The MACD on the 1 hour longer time frame has certainly now turned in a bullish direction. You can see the alligator's mouth is about to open. The red trend line, when it crosses the blue, will indicate that. Moving averages turn back in a bullish direction. I believe we are very well set up going into next week. Mondays have historically been very green for us. There is a ton of options. You have, I believe, triple witching or quadruple witching next week. A lot of volatility. So again, I think we are just absolutely primed to squeeze next week. Who knows? I think at minimum, I think a gamma could be very, very much in play. So let's look at longer time frame again, daily chart. Just keep in perspective again where we've come from. So last Friday, we closed around that 47, I believe 47.90 mark. We are $2 over that, or close to anyway, higher. And if you look at the candles, those last Friday was more of a wick candle, right? A lot of selling pressure. You can see by the tall wick. This Friday, you can see a more full-bodied candle. It's clearly more bullish action with a wick on the buy side. So we are, again, perfectly set up. RSI, again, on the long time frame is in the neutral channel, but heading in a bullish direction. Certainly MACD, alligator's mouth, moving average, everything is in a bullish direction. So let's look at a longer time frame on the weekly chart. Again, keeping things in perspective. Just RSI is certainly in a bullish direction. MACD is certainly very, very bullish, as you can see on the weekly chart. Alligator's mouth is wide open. Moving average is certainly bullish. Keeping in mind, we are stair-stepping. So again, weekly, right? We just closed out the week. You can certainly see we have gone up versus last week, stair-stepping all the way, right? So this is how we continue to put pressure on the short positions. GME had a fantastic recovery day yesterday. Obviously, just like us, was brutal. Mass sell-off, a lot of FUD around, SEC inquiries and 5 million share dilution and what have you. Certainly drug down AMC, but GME had itself a great day, closing at $233 or up 5.88%, $12.95. So fantastic day. Congratulations to anyone in GME, and they are up after hours, and we need GME to perform well for us to perform well. That is proven and documented. So I thought this was a pretty cool article. AHT, Ashford Hospitality Trust, CEO goes on CNBC to thank retail traders for basically saving them. As you can see, they were on the verge of bankruptcy. 119% run over the last month based on retail trader involvement and certainly buying and holding. And the company, again, has $4 billion in debt. I thought that was very interesting, but the quote I thought was most, I guess, relevant is, and I quote, "They're more sophisticated than people give them credit for," end quote. And I believe that as well. AMC bounces in wake of credit upgrade. So AMC got a huge credit upgrade. That brings in the whales. That brings in the big investors. Clearly, AMC is heading in the right direction fundamentally from a business perspective. Movie titles are coming out. They're paying off debt. Obviously, they've put shares on the market to gain some liquidity. So I think everything is just absolutely pointing in a fantastic direction, and no different than AH that we just read about. We are doing the exact same thing for AMC, GME, and others. We are keeping these companies from going bankrupt by the hedge funds. Retail investors base doubles in Europe as U.S. quote-unquote meme stock mania spreads across Europe. So this is a worldwide movement. We are global. I've seen some articles in the Asian areas where they're now going after heavily shorted stocks and companies to try to protect, again, those businesses in the Asian market. So again, this is part of a worldwide movement, and I, for one, am very proud of myself and you. Short seller Melvin Capital. Year-to-date losses widened to 44% among the latest surge in stocks like GameStop and AMC. They're down 44%. Go figure. AMC rides meme stock wave to S&P optimism over capital structure. Again, business is improving. Poor Mudrick loses 10% on AMC trades. You can stop and read the article. Again, they sold out just a bit too early, I would say. So again, this was the short interest trend lines from yesterday. This is how it looks today. Short interest, they haven't covered. They just, I mean, at the end of the day, they haven't covered. What you do see in the yellow bars is another selection I've made. It's the failure to deliver, FTDs. 2-week lag on that report, but you can clearly see how, go figure, that the FTDs almost match the price action, at least that we ran up to, and the short interest trends. So again, do your own due diligence, but certainly I find it interesting, and the shorts have definitely returned back to their old ways. They have not covered. As you can see, short interest is up 0.17% today. They borrowed 4.39 shares, returned 4.26. So for a borrow change of 134,000, current short interest of free float, basically 12%. I think that might be a little light, but we'll go with what we know. Shares on loan is 78 million. Days to cover has gone down due to the recent heavier volume. Cost to borrow 3.87, and utilization at 80%. There are 432 institutional owners, 9 of which are short only. So we only have non-hedge funds to beat, right? 213 million in volume today. Again, volume continues to be very impressive. I was actually most shocked about that here on a Friday, but I think again a lot of the buying that occurred today might have been a little bit of hedging, but also the credit increase or credit score increase for rating, excuse me, for AMC certainly brought in, I believe, some additional investors. According to FinTel, 1.3 million short shares available and a short bar fee of 2.28. So by closing above $49 today intraday, we put 90,000 calls in the money, not including puts. Absolutely fantastic. I believe this sets us up beautifully going into a green, juicy Monday. If we continue with a heavy price action rise, let's just say another 10-15% day on Monday, which is certainly within possibility based on our recent history, we could very, very well cause a gamma squeeze next week, specifically by the $40 and $50 strikes, and we'll get into that over the weekend. Very, very bullish on the volume on the options chain today and the total volume 1.5 to 1. A lot of big contracts, but again, a lot of people closing out positions, resetting new positions, but overall the sentiment is bullish. So let's close with a quote. Happiness is not in money, but in shopping. By Marilyn Monroe. There's a lot of truth to that. It's funner to go shopping with money than just have money and not go shopping, right? So overall, start making your shopping list. I think we're closer than we all think. I believe next week will be crazy. Today was a huge win, and congratulations to each and every one of you for a juicy green Friday. Certainly makes the weekend better. A lot of anticipation, a lot of enthusiasm, and keep up the trending on your social media platforms. Get people involved, right? So as always, I want to thank you for watching. If you found the video informative and entertaining, please like, share, certainly comment, and most importantly, subscribe. It is a newer channel, and I would appreciate the support. But I hope you have a great Friday and a fantastic weekend. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll be in touch soon. Take care.